We did have Killian. I apologize about that. We have a man, Jalen Green versus Cade Cunningham as a debate topic. I personally don't feel like that's a debate.
Not Jalen Green will make it a debate. Believe me, I got freaking ridiculed in my comment section. My last YouTube video. You're retarded. That's the next Kobe.
Oh, what?
How you feeling that, man?
I'm so stressed out right now. I'm just so stressed out. Jalen Green he's a better shooter than Cade Cunningham, and he only played 16 games. But anyway, it's just this argument that Jalen Green is the next Michael Jordan for some reason to some people, and Cade Cunningham is the slowest thing since, a turtle crossing the road. I just don't understand it. Like, oh, he's unathletic, he's slow, it's this and that. And come on, man. We get the first pick. We had no chance in a lot of our minds. Mm-hmm. We get the first pick,
we went nuts.
The first thing that we want to do is try to tear everything down. Yeah. Just stop it, people.
It's almost like his stock went down just because the Detroit Pistons got the pick.
Oh, goodness.
Just because of that.
You know what the funny part is? All these Pistons fans, if we win the lottery, we should draft Cade. We win the lottery. Nah, let's get Let's get Jalen Green. Right. I really love Franz Wagner at 1.
Right.
Come on, man. Get out of here.
Trade it for a bag of better made chips.
We got some green highlights if you want to put them up, Sawyer, as we're talking. Yeah, because the whole campaign was fade for Cade.
Yeah.
So how the fuck we go from fade for Cade to how about Jalen Green?
Yeah.
Or how are you guys want to trade that pick? Like what are we doing that for, man? Like
I don't know.
I think people got more comfortable with Jalen Green than they did with Cade Cunningham. We all tricked ourselves into we knew that we weren't getting the number 1 pick as Piston fans. We really willed ourselves into the number 2 pick, into Jalen Green, wherever we fell. That's what we were just talking about earlier. Yes, and so, we're watching his highlights. We getting hyped up for it. We were ready for it. We called him a transformative player for our franchise. And then we got the number 1 draft pick. And I don't think we know how to react.
Hey, another thing is, a lot of Pistons fans, they don't really watch a lot of basketball. First thing they do is they run to YouTube and they see all the super highlights of Jalen dunking and he's so athletic. Just look at you didn't see the whole game when he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. It's the difference between the people that don't watch a lot of basketball and the people that they do this every day.
Yeah.
So the people that do this every day, we obviously say take Cade, but highlight watchers take Green. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, did you see that dunk? Yeah.
And Cade is not the safe pick. Cade is the right pick.
He's the right pick.
Cade
Absolutely.
is just the right pick.
The right pick.
That's it.
You and I were discussing this a couple weeks back too. Is like I kind of noticed the trend. What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Easy. We are live on the Speakeasy Podcast in the MyBookie Studios with Woodward Sports. I can't still hear it.
No, yeah, you're good.
All right, good.
I just hit bus B because that was tripping me out.
I got you. It was like double voice, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm joined today. I got a couple of guests today. Today's show was last minute. Shout out to Mikey.
Sir, what's
It's
up?
so weird
man?
to do. It's like not point to you, but
I'm on the for everyone watching. I'm actually to the right of Easy. He's
Yeah.
pointing at an empty chair right
I
now.
put my hand here. See?
Yeah,
But I'm pointing to him here.
yeah.
That's wild, actually.
Yo, it's trippy though.
All right. So
Okay, we're move on. Who else
what
is
up,
it?
though, ladies and gentlemen? We live, baby. I got my man Sawyer in the producer booth.
It's Speakeasy, baby.
Yes, sir. We're here to bullshit. We're talking about whatever. Like I said, today's show was last minute. I want to ask you guys, actually, because you guys are both younger than me. Are you hyped about Space Jam?
No, not
No?
at all, bro. Not at all.
Is it like LeBron hate thing or like...
No, it's like the original one was good. I watched it once when I was 7, but now I'm like, what's the point? Like,
You only watched the original one once? So I gotta look at
I
you
only
this
watched
way.
it like once, maybe a couple times. Yeah, but like, I was kind of like, I don't even think I'm gonna watch it, honestly. Even with Bron, outside of, it's not. I don't like LeBron, but that's not why I'm not watching it. I just don't want to watch it.
So you only seen the original once, though?
Yeah, once or twice.
Well, then you don't have the love and nostalgia like
I don't.
Would you give it another chance? It's honestly a good movie, the first one.
Okay, I will rewatch it then, and then redetermine, because my memory's vague and hazy. I was like 7. What about you, sir? You watched
so how
Space
about
Jam?
you?
I watched the original Space Jam a lot, so I'm a big
Fire,
fan of that
right?
one. But I'm worried about this new one. I just don't want them to tarnish Space Jam. Like, that's such a, as you said, easy, the nostalgia.
Yeah.
I just don't want them to ruin it. And I don't really care that LeBron's in it. I'm not a LeBron hater. I just don't want them to just make a money grab movie and just ruin my childhood. So I probably won't see it until I see, like, reviews.
Damn. I feel you on, like, not wanting it to ruin, like, the original. Because, like, the original was that good. Mikey doesn't agree. Whatever. But I agree with you from that point. Like, I don't want to ruin, like, how great the first one was. That's why I kind of like they're doing it a little bit differently, the storyline-wise. Actually, I can't tell you what the hell it is because I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to watch it tonight at my boy JV's house. Shout out to JV. Funny story about my boy Josh. Real quick, I want to tell both of you. This kid wanted, he's having like a Space Jam party tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of shit. I'll try to save some pictures real quick and maybe send them to Sawyer if I can. But anyway, he wanted this LeBron James cutout in his like little Space Jam gear. It was at Walmart. He asked the employee, the manager, if he could do it. She said, "I didn't see you." That's a yeah, right?
That's totally a yeah.
That's a yeah?
That's a yeah.
This motherfucker got scared and didn't do it.
Dude.
Wow.
I know.
That woman told him, I don't make enough to give a shit about a cardboard cutout of LeBron, and he missed that opportunity.
Bro, I know. And then he called me. He's like, I'm willing to pay someone to go grab it up there. I'm like, dog, she gave you the A-OK like to grab that bitch. Like, you should just grabbed it. I'm not getting caught no dumb shit for you.
Yeah, but like, oh, my buddy was told I could do it.
Yeah. Literally just
bro.
Turned a blind eye, essentially. And
Exactly. He's like, I didn't want the cops to get calling me. I'm like, she said she didn't see it.
It's cardboard, man.
What else could that mean?
Bro, I swear to God, that's like you. It's like, say there's a girl over there at roast and you think she's fine. You get her number. She's like, you're like, hey, she's like, I'd like to give you my number. You're like, I don't think so. And then you come home, you're like, calling your boy, like, yo, can you go get her number for me? It's like, no, bro, you missed out.
Facts.
She's not there, bro.
I'm trying to see, and I'm just showing you, Mikey. Actually,
Yeah.
I'll try to send something to Sawyer if I can.
Yeah, dude, he's into that. Like, you're looking at this
Dog.
video. He's got a gigantic, like, orange box full of, like, Space Jam goodies.
He's got
like,
the
basketballs, mini hoops.
He got the fucking mat.
Does he have one of the OG jerseys?
He does not, but he has
Dude,
one of the
how
new
does he
ones.
not?
He's like raffling a
he's
new one
of
off.
the new ones?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you one of these.
I didn't know there were Space Jam stands out there. Like, people who were, like, really into it.
Yeah, seriously.
Dog, the first Space Jam was fire.
He's got a Facebook, dude. He's got a Facebook event for it. And
That's what I'm
everything.
saying. Like, this shit's going down,
This
but
shit
he
is
did.
real. There's a guest list.
Dog,
Everything.
swear to God, the only thing he doesn't have is the cutout. Unfortunately,
Where's everyone going? Is it on like a streaming service or what?
I don't know. To be honest with you,
Because I've been seeing people watch it like on their laptops.
yeah, I don't know what we're doing. I think I have no clue. To be honest with you, you know
Yeah.
Sawyer?
I have no idea. I mean, what? It's probably coming out on like HBO, right? Something like that, so you could probably watch it.
I'm
Or-
assuming HBO Max or some shit like that.
Yeah, or it might be like Disney Plus, how they did like the premiere access for Black Widow. Maybe
Yeah.
on whatever platform it's
yeah.
on, you have to pay like $5 and you can watch it.
Yeah, speaking of
knows?
movies, Sawyer and Black Widow, we gotta get that Marvel podcast coming up here
Oh,
soon,
yeah.
man.
Ooh.
Nerd out on that shit.
Yes, sir.
What? Yeah, have you caught up on any of that? I know you're behind a little bit.
I haven't caught up on any of the recent shows because like me and Sawyer have been like absolutely like fucked
No
with our
excuse.
show.
Sawyer's caught up.
I know. I
No
know.
excuse.
I've been watching all the Godfathers. It's like 12 hours of a movie, bro. You gotta give me a
Okay,
break.
that's a fair excuse. That's a long ass
Yeah.
movie series.
But like real shit, like I haven't not caught up. I've watched all the Marvel movies, obviously, and I've watched a few of them more than a couple times. But like, I need to get. I heard the new shows are good, but I'm kind of like a purist where like anything that I don't think is like canon or in a movie, like I feel weird watching. Like even Star Wars, like Mando and stuff, I couldn't get into it.
Those are canon.
what do you mean? Yeah, what's
Like,
canon?
I just don't feel like it is though. You feel me? Like everything to me happened in the movie, and then everything that wasn't there, I'm just kind of like, I'm indifferent.
Dude,
Wait, I'm lost in that. What are you talking about?
Like canon is like if it's officially in like the Marvel universe. So like Loki, that story's canon and stuff. But then like for Star Wars,
like, to,
there
like,
are
the-
like Star Wars legend stories, and
Yeah.
those aren't canon anymore.
Yeah, so basically, like, it's like, is it in the book or not? So, like, is it in
okay.
the universe? And sometimes I just feel like anything outside of the movie is not, like, in the movie or, like, in that universe. I just don't, like, my brain can't process another world.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. I mean, I've only I didn't read the comics. Like I'm not gonna front. Like I didn't
No.
read the comics. So like to me,
No
it's
one read the
all
comics.
new. I'm just taking it all
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
No homo. Pause. Anyway, on today we're waiting on Terry Foster. Actually, should be joining here soon on VMix. This title, I'm not gonna lie, it's totally clickbaited. It's confronting Terry Foster, but Terry Foster is actually like the OG.
We're going to hug him, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys
I-
about to fight?
Nah, hell no. Hell no. I really appreciate Terry. He's always looking out. Even when he comes here, when he first started coming here, I was just like I was a shithead in the back doing like all the audio, you know, all that type of shit. But he still gave me the time of day, took me out to lunch. So I'm definitely going to have Terry Foster on. But I know the title's clickbaited, but I got to ask him because he's a big like Lions basher, Lions realist, however you want to say it. And he's from the area. So I know at one point he was a Lions fan. I just want to know when that took a turn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I would probably say, like, my prediction for that is just when he started becoming a reporter.
Yeah.
And he, like, because there's a difference. You ever see a car accident, and you're like, oh, that was bad. But then you, like, walk closer to it, like, holy shit, it's even worse than I thought.
That's a good point.
That I think that was probably what happened with him, though.
That's a fair assumption.
Yeah.
We will call it. That's fair.
I'm sure, like, 10 years ago, if, like, I knew the Lions weren't good, but if I walked into the locker room, and Nate Burleson had a story about it, he said that when he came to the Lions, an old teammate of his came up to him and he's like, "Man, I'm surprised you're here. This is where careers come to end." And if you got guys saying that, like, damn, no wonder you'd probably become like a little like I'm looking for the word, like negative as a reporter or like, as like a Lions fan too.
Yeah. No, that 100% makes sense. I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah.
Because he does like talk to like the actual players to hear like actual complaints and gripes about the shit that's going on. And hold on, are you looking at that way to look at yourself or to like to pretend look at me?
I'm looking at
Isn't
you.
that funny? Because I could pretend look at you, but you're not here.
Yeah, dude, we're looking at each other right now, but we're not.
You want to do like a fake high five real quick?
Yeah.
Oh, let's try again because it wasn't really. All right, ready?
That was clean. That was clean.
Fuck.
Look at Sawyer with the glasses on.
Got the troll glasses.
Hey! I'm so glad you did that because I uploaded it. I'm like, I don't think I'm actually going to use these though, but shout out to
Bro,
Sawyer.
we're vibing. They're hard to line up.
It, and then obviously, like, remember at Michigan State, there's that famous thing of him like hurdling a dude.
Are we
He's
back,
like,
chat?
Are we back?
Yeah, shout out to chat if you let us know if we're back or not. So you guys are saying like Le'Veon Bell reminds you of Barry Sanders?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Well, no, like you could just kind of see it a little bit early on in his career. I feel.
You know what? I'll give you this: the patience of like watching like the play breakdown
exactly.
to like,
and just his way of extending plays and bouncing runs outside and stuff like that. But then he obviously went egotistical and blew it all, wanting more.
You know
money.
he's in the Sada Baby music video.
No
I've
way.
been peeping him. Yeah, and every once in a while he's in the Sada Baby music video.
Oh my gosh. Lose Yourself video, I was in the back. Superman video, I was in the back.
Real talk,
That's his career
too.
now.
No, I think the closest person to remind me of Barry, like when I watched him,
Yeah.
and I want to say, like, it sounds ridiculous comparing anyone, but Shady McCoy for a time there was like really shifty and quick, and he makes some nice cuts to get, a little Barry-esque, I'd say.
People forget how good Shady was back in his
man.
the big days when he was shredding dudes. Him and God, I'm forgetting that receiver's name now. Deshaun Jackson on the same team for a little while there.
Yeah.
That was fun football. And I believe Michael Vick was playing for them at that time too, when they were both good too.
Yeah.
That was a great underrated core that obviously they couldn't win because they just didn't have like a defense or whatever. But
No, some crazy shit happened with them because I remember they grabbed a bunch of free agents.
Yeah.
Like, they had like Namdi Asamoah. They had like a bunch of like the biggest like.
I forgot about that dude.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be like the super team of the NFL, and they were like they won like 5 games or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think one of the big YouTubers had a breakdown on Namdi Asamoah, and like he was like super good on the Raiders or whatever. And second they signed him, he he just fell off a cliff.
Bro, it was crazy. He started focusing on like acting and shit like that too. I know.
Yeah, he's a big actor now actually.
But is he really?
Like he's still doing films and shit. Like
I remember though he was so good that we pulled up his stats like there wasn't anything because no one threw his way. I'm like, that's fucking crazy. Like if you're that good, like you literally don't have stats because people just not even fucking with you. They don't want to go to your side of the field.
I was actually the same way in high school too. I had no stats because I sucked. So me and Namdi Asamoah prime you can't even compare it really.
Yeah, you definitely can't compare it.
No, you can't compare it because we got the same stats. I mean, I had more rushing yards than Reggie Bush in 2016. We all did. He had -2.
On the Dolphins?
No, I think it was on the Bills. He had like -2 rushing yards.
I love Reggie though. When he was here, we was lit.
He's the man. Him and Joik. I'm not insulting him at all. Him and Joik in the backfield were
100%. I'm waiting for Terry. I don't know if he. Let me make sure this
Excuse me, Mr. Foster.
Yeah.
That was a fun Detroit backfield too.
It really was, man. I can't tell you what it was, but like when that team was coming along, I had a feeling that they were going to be good.
Me too.
I was probably 19 at the time, maybe 20.
I was 11.
Young ass motherfucker. But I bought season tickets.
What?
Yeah, it was a perfect time because they were really cheap because we were obviously still shitty. But I just bought two seats. I always sold the other one, or if a lucky lady happened to come along, I'd take her. But it was clutch. It was perfect timing. Dude. Honestly, you guys should do that shit now. You can build your credit like that too.
How'd you buy a house at 22? Well, actually, I bought live season tickets since I was 17.
I bought a whole section.
I bought a whole section.
$20 a ticket.
That'd be some baller ass shit to buy a whole section.
Yeah. Just be like, is no one here? No, this is my section.
You know, like they tarp off seats too at stadiums. I just tarp the whole thing off except for the one seat I use.
Cut one hole in the tarp.
It's just you inside of a tarp.
Looking like whack-a-mole just popping up out of each different hole.
Yeah, that would be actually pretty funny. I wanted Terry to hurry up and join because I want to ask him about Bubba Baker, the unofficial all-time sack leader. Because that's obviously way out of our times. Like, you're 8 years younger than me, and I'm fucking... What year was he playing? Do you guys know?
1920.
For real?
No. How would he be alive? 140 years old, just killing it.
Hey, motherfucker, I don't do math.
Nah, I think he was playing in the 80s. Like, early 80s Lions, like when Billy Sims was the thing.
He was drafted in 1978.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Shout out to Sawyer. So it's actually not that... I mean, it's old, but it's not that old.
He was the Defensive Rookie of the Year in 1978 as well.
Yeah. That was the year they said he would have broke the all-time sack record. It was his rookie year of all years, which is insane to think about.
So what was it? They like redid the stats for it, and they figured out he was the all-time sacks leader?
Yeah, I think which site it was.
Pro Football Focus, or not Pro Football Focus, but Pro Football Report or something.
I think, like,
rewatched... First of all, that's crazy. They got to rewatch all that film on this dude.
Look at that man.
Oh my god.
It's just a still picture.
He did all of that while wearing the number 60. Respect.
And he had the full cage too.
Bro,
respect.
Going cross-eyed. I could never wear those face masks in high school.
Is that John? I know that quarterback, and I'm kind of sad. I think it's like Tartaglia or something. And he played for the Vikings. I remember that name for some reason.
Yeah, so his Pro Football Reference credits him with 23 sacks in his rookie season.
Jeez.
Well, 23. That's crazy.
What round pick was he? Sorry, was he first?
Let's do some digging.
Yeah, because if he's first, like if he wasn't first round, could you imagine how cool that would have been? That was like that Steelers draft in 76 or 77, where I think 5 out of the like 7 picks are Hall of Famers, which is still an insane stat to me.
Sorry, I was reading a text from somebody. I apologize. Do you think Terry thought I meant like 7:30 tomorrow, like a.m. or some shit? I don't want to, because I know he's with his family and shit too. Though.
I know. Hi, I'm Terry Foster.
I saw my email. Oh, a sketchy road, Mikey. I don't know if I would go down that one if I were you or your pigment.
And that is where Mike got his show taken off the air.
All right, so he was drafted in the second round, 40th pick overall.
Wow. He had 39 other teams pass, or not 39 other teams, but 39 other selections. They actually eliminated 9 teams from the NFL, if you guys didn't know.
Yeah, if you guys don't remember, you remember the fucking Seattle Kraken? They're
The
lit.
Seattle Kraken, the Supersonics, all the Seattle teams got eliminated. The Mariners.
He has 2 middle names.
What is it?
It is James Albert London Baker, nickname Bubba.
James Albert London.
Yeah, that's a good name. Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
It does, honestly.
I thought Boston Chad Johnson was cool. That's a pretty cool name, too, though.
It's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think the first name Boston's like a badass first name.
Yeah. Dude, could you imagine you meet someone named Detroit? I'd run immediately.
Oh, my guy White Belt's in the building. So actually, and I can talk to both of you about this because I know you guys watch it. Everyone actually watched the Conor McGregor thing.
Yep.
Did you guys see the pictures that came out?
Of the the taped up. Yeah, that was on at Speakeasy Sports. Follow him on Instagram. But
Thanks.
He, I saw that, dude. I saw that on your page. I couldn't believe that. It almost seemed too convenient, though.
Isn't that crazy? Like, you think he took it like maybe now or like?
I swear to God, dude, probably just went on a photo shoot, took the cast off for a second.
He's rich enough where he can have some like dog ass like Photoshop people like do something like that.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Here, sir, I'm trying to send them to you actually.
Yeah, I'm downloading a few right now, too.
All right, bet.
Yeah, because these
Dude, that
pictures.
Google search is kind of
It
sus.
was, bro, it was too convenient.
Conor McGregor ankle pics.
Sounds like he has like a weird foot fetish.
Yeah.
You just type in like Conor McGregor
The
ankle
soccer
pics.
show tomorrow is going to be like, what in the world were they doing last
Cody
night,
Garbrandt
man?
hips.
No, we not looking that up, dog. Chill out. No, but honestly, where do you? Yeah, there we go.
Bullshit.
You call him bullshit?
I feel like it was just too convenient. Those photos came out.
There's like multiples. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Because right now, I'm sure it's. Actually, you could be right because I don't think he posted a picture of him in the actual cast. I think it's all just been like this shit.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that's
Right?
bullshit. Like, he broke
Yeah.
it during the fight, but, like, he could have taken these before the fight or. But that doesn't mean
Hey,
anything.
he just has pictures in every limb just to be just in case.
It's like that episode of SpongeBob with the chocolates. It's that guy in the full body cast. That's what Conor was doing before he fought.
Dude,
Yeah.
but here's my thing with it. If his ankle was that messed up, why did he go through the first round throwing like 8 kicks
Yeah.
with that foot? Like, if it was messed up, I would have been
And
trying to protect that ankle. But
he-
instead, he's just like, I'm going to kick him in the fucking face. And
Yeah.
he just keeps going for it.
And not only that, I totally agree with you, Sawyer. And he can punch. Like, we all know he can
Yeah.
hit. So why wasn't he more, like you're saying, punch heavy, maybe not favoring the leg, but just not using it as much? But his tendencies were there. And if you're actually hurt and you actually feel like you might get hurt, and you're playing on it, you're not going to keep aggravating it just to have a competitive advantage. Let him figure out that you're hurt 2 rounds in as opposed to posting a photo after your leg snaps in half.
It's weird, man. 'cause
Yeah.
He still said what he said though, like after after
Yeah.
the fact, which I still like frown upon him on for. But the pictures of the leg,
I don't know.
It kind of makes me want to see fight number 4 for sure now.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Come on, let's be honest, boys. We all knew fight number 4 was coming. Like,
Yeah, but this kind of like this is like
Yeah.
not like solidify it now. It's like, oh fuck, damn, his shit was fucked up. Like,
Dude, those videos you put out on his Instagram, though, him just wheeling in that electric wheelchair made me laugh so hard. Like, he was talking about something serious, but I'm like, imagine if you're just standing in your house and you look out and you just see Conor McGregor going like this on his phone on an
What the
electric
fuck's
wheelchair.
going-
Yeah.
he's riding dirty like
My
Stephen
ankle was
Hawking.
messed up before he even got in the ring. You're like, what is this dude on?
that was so good. What the hell, Sawyer?
Wait, do it again.
What? That my ankle was messed up before I got in the ring. I was gonna beat him. His wife was in me DMs.
Hey yo, you should do it with the glasses.
Yes.
What up though, Pistons talk?
What up, Pistons Talk? How you doing, bro?
Yeah, definitely solidified fight number 4 for me personally. How were you on? What was your stance on fight number 4 beforehand?
I already knew it was like you can watch. There was a clip that we did. It was on the Morning Wood. Stick. I literally walked out of the theater. Sawyer was right in front of me, and Stick goes, "Hey, Mikey, what's going on, man? What do you think about the fight?" I said, "McGregor versus Poirier 4." That was my first words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Like,
Bet.
Dana's got too much money to not be made on fight number 4 now. Because,
Yeah.
you know, he's 2-1 against Conor now, but it's like, now it's more of like, to UFC fans, it's like 1.5 to 1. You know?
Yeah.
Because we didn't get that full fight. We didn't get that full experience of who actually won, even though it looked like Diamond was beating his ass. Like, really.
He wasn't at one point.
And we all know Dana loves the money too, so he'll do it again just to get out the money. Because Conor made $20 million minimum And Poirier only made $1 million minimum. So they're going to make a bunch of money next time.
Can you
serious.
please do the Conor impression right now?
Round 4 is not going to fucking matter. You can't beat me, Dustin. You can't beat me.
Yo, so hold on, what was the money thing you were saying though? Because who got 20 and who got 5? Or
Conor was guaranteed $20 million minimum off that fight, and Dustin Poirier was only guaranteed $1 million. But that's like with the pay-per-view stuff put on, which actually blows my mind. The fact that Conor was making $19 million more off this fight, no matter what.
Yeah.
Win or lose. And he broke his ankle first round.
And with all due respect to Dana White, he's my favorite commissioner in all of sports.
Yo,
but,
absolutely.
Dude, Conor has always gotten that big purse. He's always Roger Goodell.
Get the fuck out of here.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Oh, no. No. Baby, please. Oh, you need it from 9 o'clock, too.
Yeah. It sort of just goes completely home. It's just me and you just in here on one cam the whole time, no videos. We will now describe to you everything that's going on. We're just going to read our prep the whole time.
Yeah, you're describing the videos you guys watching.
Morse code for the whole show. Just click a light.
That's always been the thing, though, with the UFC is, like, in recent years, Conor's been, like, I don't even know how to say it. It's like when you have, like, a parlay and, like, a bet you feel really good about, and you have that individual bet on that, like, say you put a $500 parlay down, but you got, like, a $500 single bet on the one you know is sure.
Yeah.
And then you lose all your money. You're like, oh, I have no money to bet again. That's kind of what Dana does with Conor, though. For good reason, but I feel bad because guys like Dustin, who put on a great showing, and, you know, obviously unfortunate, dude's making not like a couple thousand more, $19 million, bro. What?
I think Dustin got 5 from the shit that I see, but still, like, he still should be getting way more than that.
$15 million.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And they're not young anymore.
It's crazy because, like, you look at the numbers that, like, Floyd, and I get Floyd's Floyd, but this is like a Floyd-esque fight with Conor McGregor. You know what I'm saying? As you look at the money that Conor got off the Floyd fight, I should say, a perfect example.
Yeah.
$100 million. Dustin's got to be at least in the double digits, man.
Yeah.
At least in the double digits.
Dude, $100 million is crazy.
These fights,
man,
these fights aren't about, and it's not the same, but it's like boxing. These fights aren't about the actual fighter. Like, Dustin's a great fighter to watch, but he's not going to sell like Conor will. Like, casuals are going to watch because they see Conor McGregor. If they say Poirier versus, like, I'm just throwing out like a name. Like, if you see Poirier versus, like, Kamaru Usman, you're going to be like, oh, I don't want to watch that fight.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a casual, you see Conor McGregor, you're like, yo, it's that dude who likes to book everybody, and he's, like, crazy cool, and he's got all these tattoos, and there's, like, a lion on his chest for some reason. You're like,
I think it's a gorilla.
Whatever.
A fish would say.
I'll play with that gorilla.
That sounded weird when you said
I
that.
played with that gorilla.
Why were you playing with that gorilla, Joe? Hey, what the fuck was I going to say? Speaking of Dustin Poirier, I'm sorry, like, none of this was on the prep sheet. I sent Sawyer nothing for this shit, but did you see that Jake Paul actually sent him the chain of Conor sleeping with the NyQuil bottle?
Yep. I saw that. That was hilarious.
Did you see that, Sawyer?
I sent that to the chat today.
That was you?
Yeah, that was me.
Shouts out to you. That was fucking clutch. Yo, how much bread you gotta have to, like, just gift $100,000 away like that? Like, to somebody you don't even know.
Custom piece,
They
bro.
never even met it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A custom piece.
Yeah.
Like oh, so you're the
so
fucking
clutch,
great.
bro.
Yeah, you're
What
the
the
best
fuck?
producer in this bitch.
I
yo.
always say that.
Bro.
Yeah, like, that's not like he bought him, like, you know, maybe like a nice, really, like, gold chain Cuban, like, whatever.
Yeah.
That's a custom piece. Like, no one else wants that.
You think he breaks the ankle off? He has to.
Yo,
He
that's
has to.
smart.
Right?
I didn't know that wasn't off.
Well, he made this before the
Yeah.
fight.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
didn't Jake Paul say to him, he's like, do you want me to break the ankle off before I send it, or do you want to do it yourself?
Oh.
So, like,
shit.
he's got to break it off, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake's good at talking shit, man. Did you watch the press conference by chance with him and Tyron Woodley?
No, not at all.
Not gonna lie, like I kudos to Jake. Like, all respect to him. Anyone who trains, and especially at 3 years at this point, like, they could fight. Not can fight, but they, you know what I'm saying?
They could fight. They could kick our ass.
Yeah,
easily.
we can't say, oh, he's a YouTuber no more. Like, motherfucker's been trained for 3 years. He beat the fuck out of both of us.
Yeah. No, with, like, in the same fight, like me and you versus him.
Yes.
He'd kill us.
I admit to that. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's fucking, he's not a small guy either.
No.
I forgot. He sounded nervous as fuck in that press conference, man. And Tyron Woodley's not really like a wordsmith per se.
No.
He actually, like, got him in the press conference too, because at one point, he's trying to say something about Tyron. Or no, Tyron would say, I'm a grown-ass man. Like, you hear his nickname, Problem Child. Keyword in that, child. Blah, blah, blah. And, like, Jake was kind of, like, sounding a little shaky in his voice. And, like, and this is his biggest, like, challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think that Tyron's gonna take a dive then, because if he's nervous, because I mean, dude, you've seen Tyron's highlights, bro.
Oh man.
I unfortunately started watching the UFC late into Tyron's career. It was kind of like sad to watch at times.
Yeah.
But one punch knockout power.
Yeah. Dude, look at the physical difference between the two.
Yeah. Yeah, Woodley's no ho. I mean, at one point, people were comparing him to GSP.
Yep.
Like one of the greatest of all time.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He was on. I think he won 5 straight title fights.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you're doing title fights, unless you're Conor McGregor and you just want to sell tickets or whatever, like you're fighting the best of the best.
Yep.
Like Tyron was a money fight, so he was getting like the actual like number 1 contenders. Like who's the best between these two? Mm-hmm. And he cleaned house 5 times. 5-time champion, man.
And then with UFC, man, it's like they don't know when to quit. It's sad. You know, we saw that with guys like, I believe, GSP and other people, like legends of the sport who you had to watch the tail end of their careers.
Well, GSP left early.
Yeah. I'm thinking of Anderson Silva. My bad. I'm thinking of Anderson Silva.
You're good. Okay, you're good. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Silva. You had to watch him fall off a cliff
one.
and then fall off a cliff a second time and then fall off a cliff a third time. Like, that was the worst.
Did you guys hear that they, like, changed their bet or made a new bet for the fight? It was like
what fight?
The Jake Paul Woodley fight. It's like loser has to get "I love Jake Paul" tattooed on them, and then I think it's vice versa.
Yeah, Tyron Woodley. Yeah,
he has to get "I love Tyron Woodley" tattooed on him.
Yeah, so Jake Paul wins the fight. Tyron Woodley has to get "I love Jake Paul" tattooed on him, and then if Tyron Woodley wins the fight, Jake Paul has to get "I love Tyron Woodley" tattooed on him. I did know that. That's fucking crazy. They shook on it and everything.
Yeah.
So.
Have they specified like which body part? Like I gotta know that too.
So that's a good question.
Yeah, like if it's on your ass, it's like super like embarrassing. But like if it's on like your arm, is it visible? Like if I'm wearing a shirt, can you see it? Like
and that's the thing too is like you spoke on like Tyron not taking a dive. A lot of people have been trying to say like this may be like these may have been like fake fights, which I will admit the Askren one did get sketchy because the referee didn't really give him a full 10 count and he was up.
You see him warming up too in the locker room. He was like this. On the punching bag.
Yeah.
He was just doing that.
And he didn't care.
He didn't care.
Yeah, and that's just how Ben was. But, like, the fact that they bet tattoos on this.
Oh, yeah.
This shit's real.
That's permanent. You got tattoos, Easy, and I don't know if Sawyer's got any, but, like, you know how permanent. Like, you probably put a lot of thought into the artwork you got on you. And, like, that's something that you're never going to erase. Probably because it was too expensive, first of all. But, like, what do you think about, like, a tattoo? Does that make this, like, for real, or do you think
that's what I'm saying? Yeah, this shit's real.
Tattoos, like,
yeah, you don't fake tattoos. I mean, like you said, you could put it like somewhere where it's not like visible.
Yeah.
So like that's fair, but still you have to go through the process of getting a tattoo of the guy who fucking beat you in a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like that's humiliating as fuck.
You know what would be even funnier if say Woodley beats Paul and Woodley gets to tattoo it on Paul.
Yo, that'd be even better.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be even better.
It just come out all crooked and shaky and stuff.
Mike Tyson style, right on the side of the face.
I've tattooed like a couple of my cousins and my sister, and shit, you gotta actually like fucking like. I tattooed like the whole fucking like thing.
Yeah.
It went away. It faded away in like 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. So maybe, I mean, I don't know. Have Woodley do it.
What, do you have to get like deep or something?
Gotta get deep in there, boy.
I don't know how tattoos work. But.
No, yeah, I wasn't going. Well,
just say it.
I wasn't going deep enough.
No, because I was talking about tattooing my sister. So I'm definitely not saying that, but I wasn't pressing hard enough. There we go. I wasn't pressing hard enough into the skin.
That was well said, Easy.
Yeah, I'm glad I thought that through. Almost fell into that one.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I'm about to check real quick, see if Terry texted me.
Let's check that out, man.
But if not, it's all right.
Yeah, man.
Detroit Lions, offensive line. There's a lot of hype around them this year. So do you consider, because you don't really drink too much Lion Kool-Aid, do you? Because you're from Indiana originally, or an Indiana fan?
Yeah. But I mean, I used to play O-line, so I like paying attention to like offensive lines and stuff.
Okay.
He's got centers jerseys and shit. Like he's a big center guy. Yeah,
I can see Jeff Saturday for sure.
Yeah, I don't have a Jeff Saturday jersey yet. That's on the list.
You're a Colts fan?
I got a throwback Steelers like Bumblebee, you know that throwback jersey. I got a Marquise Pouncey one.
That's what's up,
dude. Fire! I love Marquise Pouncey. Such a good center, dude.
You gotta wear that shit in one day, or during football season for sure. Then at least.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is what I want to ask you. So you're not like a homer per se for the Lions, correct?
Yeah.
Like you are, or you aren't?
Well, Colts are number 1 for me.
Okay.
Lions are number 2.
All right. So let me ask you as like a non-bias, because they're your number 2. When you hear like what are your thoughts on the Lions this year? I've never actually heard you speak on this at all yet.
I mean, I think the Lions would be they're not going to be like Art Smith's 10-7, I don't think. But I think they'll have a good year. I'm excited to see what MCDC can do because he seems like he's really bringing new energy to the team. He's got that Detroit grit in him almost, and he's like really wanting to drive that home. And then Penei Sewell's a great pick. I think he can be like the next Joe Thomas because Joe Thomas didn't miss a snap for 16 years for the Browns. Like that's ridiculous. And Sewell can show that he can do that. And then Ragnow is just a nice anchor for the O-line. The one thing that kind of concerns me is the weapons on offense, though.
Yeah.
I feel like we're kind of scrapping for that. But with a good offensive line to give Jared Goff time, I think he'll be able to perform pretty good. He won't be, obviously, best in the league, but he'll be decent. Because, I mean, all it takes is time. And if he has enough time to drop back, go through his progressions, find an open receiver, hit his receiver, then he'll be able to score some touchdowns. So I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Now, I'm optimistic, too. Game-wise, have you ever, like, looked through the schedule and, like, counted, like, wins and losses yet? Or do you do that?
I have not yet. We could pull up a schedule right now, though, if we wanted to.
He's the best TD, man. I no bullshit tell every single Boston that.
Honestly, I used to say Alex Westfall, Sawyer, than everyone else.
Yeah.
But now it's Sawyer, Alex Westfall.
Yeah, then everybody else.
Everybody else.
Yeah, but my outlook on it is probably pretty much the same as Sawyer's, dude, honestly. I consider myself a Lions realist. I'm not going to get out there and just, like, say bullshit or, like, stuff I don't mean about the Lions. Like,
Yeah.
I think that the line is going to be the strength of this team. As a line nerd, I love that we're going to be able to see a good line this year. I mean, Ragnow's the best center in the league, undisputed. And you see it. I've never heard of a bad team with a good line. Or, you know what I mean? Like, in a couple years, because we're still building. Sewell's only a rookie. But in, like, 2-3 years down the line, we have a good O-line. If Sewell can be great, we're going to have a great O-line. And then, could you imagine that? Like, even... I believe the Anthony Lynn pass scheme is going to be more of a, quick pass, dink and dunk almost. I don't want to say that about Goff, but like he's not a dink and dunk quarterback.
He's a play action guy.
He's a play action guy with Deandre Swift, a lot of rollouts, a lot of quick passes. Imagine not getting touched at all because your line's that good on these short, quick plays.
I hope so, man.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to ask Sawyer because I'm like, are we overhyped throughout this line? Because I understand that they definitely still have to touch the field. Like we get to see Sewell play the right side of the ball, let alone NFL football. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's funny to me, though, because as Detroit fans, we're so used to getting hoed by the media. And then the media goes, yeah, the Lions have a top 10 offensive line. And we're like, hold up, wait a minute. There's no way that's true. Like, how dare they?
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, what I'm more excited for, the offensive line or defensive line, just because I know we invested heavily into the defensive line this year, too.
O-line easy to me.
Yeah?
O-line easy.
I think, see, for me, I don't want to say I'm not excited for the O-line, but I'm more sure of it being a good unit. Yeah. Where the defensive line, we took 2 defensive tackles back to back who left us initially like scratching our head, and then we also had obviously we re-signed Akora. We made the trade for Michael Brockers. That's where I want to see the resurgence of Trey Flowers. Like I guess I'm just more curious. There's more questions on the defensive side of the ball, and we invested heavily into it. So that's why I think I'm more excited to see them. Also, our defense was complete ass last year.
Yeah.
The offensive line, I'm pretty fucking sure it's going to be nice. Lions League Comedy said, if the O-line is top 5 this year, are we good? If so, what's good to you in that case? If it's top 10, the same.
If it's top 5, I mean, I don't know how much that changes it. Like, if they are top 5, I'd say 8-9 wins.
Let me ask you this.
I don't know.
Where would you say the Cowboys offensive line was top 5, top 10?
Obviously, yeah.
And like last year, not so great.
They had the Red Rocket at quarterback, bro.
But even before that, I think they were like 0-5 when like Dak went out.
Were they?
I could check it out.
They were slipping, but they still had some of that juice. I don't know if that's them or McCarthy. But what you're looking at with a line is maybe not overall wins, but it's the quarterback pressures, time to throw, the amount of hurries that they give up, the sacks they give up. Like I think I'm on the right line of thinking here, Sawyer. Like they're gonna lead to wins, but you have to ultimately look at like statistically, are they blocking? Because Sawyer knows better than anybody. He played center, and obviously he wasn't pro. He was high school. They were pretty good where he played, and like you can block. And this was the most pissy part of being a lineman myself too. Was like, dude, we're blocking. We're doing our jobs. It's not the guy missing the pass, not completing it, or the running back fumbling the ball.
And that doesn't really happen at the NFL level too. So that's what you're saying. Yeah,
you see what I'm saying though? Is like if the line is good, they could still struggle.
Who ranked us? Was it 6? We got ranked the offensive line.
I thought it was like 8.
Was
Either
it 8?
way, I was shocked.
Because I'm gonna go back and look. I'm gonna see where they ranked Dallas. Because Dallas obviously had their offensive line last year, the Red Rocket, but with Dak Prescott, 2 and 3 was the record.
Yep.
So it's like, I don't know. I mean, this is the thing I like about having a dominant offensive line.
Yeah.
You look at the Browns. I mean, they got 2 studs carrying the ball too, though, with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
It's still an underrated duo.
Yeah, but the thing and Derrick Henry. This is the thing with offensive lines. You can know what's coming, but if the execution is so perfect, you can't do shit about it. And I keep pounding the fucking ball down your throat, and now it's on Deandre Swift and Jamal Williams to execute, which I think they can. That could be a slappy part in me. I'm actually high on those two.
Yeah.
Sawyer, can I ask you actually real quick? Is Jamal Swift and Jamal Swift? I just combined the two.
Jamal is Swift, but his last name is Williams.
Yeah, DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams. Like, am I drinking Kool-Aid on that, or do you think they could be lit this year?
I think they could be pretty good.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, DeAndre Swift has shown he's got the speed, and once he gets outside, like, he's hard to catch. So with that O-line, if they're opening holes and they're able to get to the second level and really seal off the linebackers or get to corners, and I think they can be dangerous. Because, I mean, once you get out of the box and you get upfield, it's all about making that one guy miss, making the free safety miss, or making that corner miss. And then once you do that, runs can explode. And also, the Lions were ranked number 10 by PFF.
Number 10?
Yeah, behind the 49ers,
well,
the
back
Rams,
to fuck them.
the Chiefs. Cowboys were 6. Tampa Bay was 5. The Saints were 4. The Patriots were 3. My Colts, let's go Shoe, were number 2. And the Browns coming at number 1. That's kind of interesting, the Browns being number 1.
I can see it though, man. Like they were good as fuck last year.
They were.
I don't know about pass protection, but like running the ball, like it didn't matter who was back there. They did really well.
Yeah.
Because I remember Nick Chubb was out for like what,
Nick
a couple
Chubb's
games.
so good.
Oh, he's so good, bro. When he was coming out, I don't understand how there was no hype around this guy.
Right.
And I understand I'm not a scout. I'm not watching like nonstop tape and stuff like that. But like a guy like that is like, well, how the fuck?
How do you not see that?
Yeah. Like how's he not grabbed the bottom of the first round at least? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck was happening there? Dalvin Cook too. That was another one that pissed me off.
Derrick Henry too. He was a second rounder himself.
Yeah. See, Derrick Henry, I can see because he just felt like just big to me.
Yeah.
But even now, I mean, that's what he is now.
Bama running backs got that stigma ever since, not Mark Ingram, but the guy before him. Damn, I'm blanking on everything today. Number 3 overall. Couldn't find a hole. The Colts traded for him. Sawyer. Who was he? Trent Richardson.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, played for the Browns too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy. Ever since Trent Richardson, they've had a very big stigma about Bama running backs.
So I'm looking at this list. I do see the Cowboys on here at 6. So how I said they were 2 and 3 with Dak.
Yeah.
They were missing Tyron Smith, which is like their left tackle.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's
so
huge.
he missed time.
That's blindside, dog.
Yeah. Oh, he says his actual performance was pretty bad too, but obviously he was injured, right? Like,
yeah.
But they're ranked 6. I mean, hopefully he can carry us. Like I said, I'm more sure of the O-line being good. The D-line's where I have question marks. That's like what I want to see.
Was Zach Martin healthy for the Cowboys last year too?
I think he was in and out of games.
Okay, because I mean, when he's in games, their O-line's stellar too. Because he's a Notre Dame grad, right?
I believe so.
And he was like the best O-lineman in the nation his senior year. Like that dude was ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm looking. Zach Martin is as good as it gets at right guard. He's the second best all-around guard in the league, behind only Indianapolis's go shoe Quentin Nelson,
baby.
Yeah. Martin's graded out
IHOP.
85, better than FLC. But here's the thing too. PFF, after they came out with their, I don't know if it's a fantasy list or just actually I think just rankings of running backs, Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift didn't make it at all. So how do you have us like the 10th best offensive lineman, but you don't have our running backs at least 32? They had backups and rookies over him, bro.
If I'm being straight with you, PFF is overhyped.
Definitely overhyped.
Dude, because I read into it. It's a bunch of writers. Like, these guys aren't necessarily scouts. I think that people sometimes, it's a ranking. Like, if Bleacher Report puts out a ranking or CBS puts out a ranking. I'm not discrediting these guys.
Yeah.
But we also got to take all their shit with a grain of salt because at the end of the day, it's just their opinion. Like, people are like, well, PFF has him graded as the 17th best. And I'm like, yeah, but he might not be. That's just still their opinion. And, if they don't grade DeAndre Swift or Jamal Williams, that's an idiotic move, and that shows you that they're kind of not what they're supposed to be. Yeah,
and I reached out to the guy who wrote that one. I think it's Sam something.
Oh, you called him out on it?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, because here's the thing is I want him to come on the show because look, here's the thing. I can be wrong.
Tell me why I'm wrong. And
that's what I'm saying. Like, just tell me, like, explain to me so I can at least see your point. Because, like, who's the guy that's a receiver a Jacksonville drafted and they're converting him to a running back? Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. They had him right down, which I get. He's a dog. He looks sweet. I watch his highlights and I get it. But, like, guy who played receiver, you're converting to a new position, and is also a rookie.
ETN was a running back.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're changing him to receiver.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what's going
yeah.
on. I apologize.
Yeah.
But as I'm saying, like, okay, this guy's going to end up ultimately playing receiver.
Yeah.
And you still have him ranked over like actual running backs who in your same opinion has like the 10th best offensive line. Like, come on, dog. Get the fuck
Even
out
if
of
you're
here
just
with
going
that.
based off of just pure skill. DeAndre Swift has been in the league already. Like,
Yeah.
Jamal Swift has been in the league. I think they should, unless you're ranking rookies, leave them off. You know, you can be like, hey, I think that Justin Fields is going to be like the 20th best quarterback or whatever. But, like, don't be like, well, this guy's already better than this guy, unless it's a clear cut, you know?
Yeah.
Or have a separate list. Like, here's the best rookies. Here's the best guys who actually have experience in the league. Because ETN, you know, God forbid, he could twist his ankle the first game and never be the same.
Yeah.
You know, DeAndre Swift, we have a track record of seeing, like, okay, he can do this. He can get space here. Here's where he is. Like, DeAndre Swift, when he gets space, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen ETN do that once in the NFL. You know why? Because he hasn't played a snap in the NFL.
He hasn't played a single down. We did get a comment on Nick Chubb and why he was late. Shout out to Steve-O.
Yeah.
I knew he had those injuries. But here's the thing about those injuries nowadays. It actually makes guys better.
What do you
The
mean?
ACL injury. He had the ACL and MCL thing going on.
Yeah.
But remember with Adrian Peterson, there's some kind of new way they do the surgery or whatever,
Yeah.
where like the muscles or tendons like build on top of each other. Therefore, it's like stronger than it was before. Like
Yeah.
like I said, Adrian Peterson had his shit tore his ACL. Literally came back and won the MVP.
Yeah.
Like at running back, which is like impressive as fuck.
But still, there's also, for every guy that you can say the ACL thing worked for him, you could probably name a couple more that it didn't work for. It weren't the same. Or didn't come back.
But I guess as of recent, I can't name too
Yeah.
many of them. Steve-O also says Jacksonville isn't changing ETN's position to receiver. They just had him working with receivers at rookie camp.
Okay.
Steve-O's
I think
got
that
it
would
all.
suggest, though, that he's probably going to play some receiver now.
Yeah,
if he's working with
Steve-O's
receivers.
competing for Sawyer's job right now, pulling up all this information.
No, Steve-O's the man. Bro, there's Steve-O and there's Benjamin Foe. There's like
Yeah.
3 other people who hop in the live streams every once in a while. They're fire because
Yeah.
they come with the facts and all that.
I see Benjamin Foe in the Woodward chats, too.
Yeah, Benjamin Foe's the man. He's a troll sometimes, but he's definitely a man.
I got a question for you guys real quick, though.
Yeah.
How do you think Trevor Lawrence is going to do in Jacksonville this year? Like, because he hasn't lost a single football game in his entire life.
Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here. Well, he
Yeah.
lost some playoff games, I thought.
Swear to God.
At Clemson, he didn't lose to LSU and shit?
he was out. He was hurt.
As a starting quarterback, he hasn't lost,
Yeah.
ever.
So, like, how do you think he's going to adjust to being on Jacksonville? And, like, he's
That's
obviously
crazy.
going to lose a game.
Yeah. Oh,
So, like,
it's Jacksonville. They're going to lose
yeah.
a couple.
I wonder how he'll be able to cope with that, as well as the speed and the intensity of the game. I mean, he's a stud, obviously, but
Yeah.
there's still a big skill jump.
How
Man.
the Jags have weapons, but I don't know about their line. That's the issue. Mm-hmm. You got to have that for Trevor Lawrence.
The line was all right last year because they had that one rookie running back that came out of nowhere. It was like a stud in fantasy for a minute there.
Oh my God!
What's his name? Robinson something or no?
Oh yeah, dude. He's not Allen Robinson, but James Robinson.
Yeah.
Penn State, I believe. No.
Yeah, all right, are you asking like how I think he'll do like overall like wins losses
Or
or
how
how
he'll
he'll do
adjust.
statistically?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause I think he'll do okay. I don't know, man. Statistically, I can see him going off. We see here in Detroit, Stafford. You could have big statistic seasons and shit records. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dak Prescott throwing for 500 yards a game and still losing.
Dak Prescott plays football like I play Madden, and I love it. It's incredible. But honestly, to answer your Trevor Lawrence question, I think that he's going to have a good rookie season, but nothing like stellar. Just because of the team he's on, they're adjusting to a new system. I mean, Urban Meyer is going to be great, I think, for them, especially for his development. But they still have a long way to go as a team. They're all really young. Like Chark's a second-year receiver.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm concerned about, how young everyone is.
Everyone's so young. Like you need that old guy to be,
They have Marvin Jones now too, don't they?
Oh, dude, Marvin Jones is gonna be such a sweet pickup for them. That makes me think he'll do better than we think because Marvin Jones is great.
Yeah, and I think their offensive coordinator is our former offensive coordinator, Darryl Bevell.
Fun fact though, I did meet Marvin Jones once. It was the most awkward interaction of my life. He was at a high school game, and I'm like, hey Marvin. And he looked at me, he waved, and I tried to dap him up. So I'm on the side, hanging over the fence. I'm trying to figure out.
Was
what
this
my hand
Fat
is.
Mikey?
What? Yeah, this is Fat Mikey.
That's awesome. It makes it even better.
Marvin! I don't know
No,
how
you
fat
weren't
people
talking
are.
like that. I just trying to picture Fat Mikey.
Hey! I'm like, never mind.
Canceled.
I know. I didn't think of that. Damn it. But I'm like, hey, Marvin. And he just looks at me like, hey, what's up, kid? Like, he had just dapped a bunch of people up. And I'm like, what's up, man? I'm holding my hand out. But we've made eye contact already. So he's got to do it. So he just comes over and just goes, and just walks away. I'm like, man.
What's what you do? What do you mean, man?
No, but he was just
dapped you
kind of
up.
like, no, he was just kind of like, and just walked away. It was just like, hey man, what's up? And he's like, I guess.
The fuck you wanted him to embrace you and like just tell you he loved you, kiss you on the forehead?
Kind of, yeah. No, you get what I mean.
He's like,
I'm not saying. I'm just. He didn't stroke
like
my
what the fuck
hair.
you expecting? He stabbed.
No.
He gave you the dab.
It was respect. I didn't say it was bad. I said it was awkward. He didn't want to do it, but he was so nice that he did it. You know.
That I have a fun story like that too. Back when your boy Easy was broke, I had this girl take me to a Pistons game.
Yeah.
And during halftime,
first of all, baller move, by the way. Make her pay.
I think her dad gave it to her though. Like he got tickets all the time or some shit. She just wanted to go for real to see T-Pain. He was like there at halftime or some shit like that. But they showed Matthew Stafford on the big screen, and I'm like 19 or something. I was pretty fucking young. But I went there and he was like wasn't doing autographs, but I had like one of the free like balls from the Pistons, and I was fucking screaming his name. If you guys should know, but I got a pretty loud voice if I want to be loud.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucking screaming like deep ass voice, like Bloody Murray, like my voice is fucking hoarse, and he's like ignoring me, and the lady in the front like, is like looking at him, like the lady sitting next to him, and she's like, "What, you gonna fucking like just keep ignoring this kid?" Finally, she reached back and grabbed the ball for me, and then it gave it to him to fucking make him sign. And this bitch ass I'm sorry, no, I'm not actually. Fuck you. I was a kid, and then fuck you. This bitch says, "I don't have a pen. I don't have a pen." Luckily, some motherfucker came out of nowhere with a pen. Yeah, hand him the pen. He was so pissed off they had to sign that fucking basketball. And I was like, fuck yeah. I was so thankful to like that woman for like, coming through, because like he was straight up ignoring me. It was him and Kelly, and she just like looked back at me. She's like, shut the fuck up. Grab the ball.
Oh, it was Kelly who grabbed the ball?
No, it wasn't Kelly. It was some older lady. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to all old ladies.
So Easy has a one-of-one signed Pistons basketball by Matthew Stafford with the inscription "Fuck you."
Honestly, he was really pissed off about it.
I never got it because like he was like real particular about getting called Matthew.
Yeah,
his first name is John.
Oh, I was probably calling him Matt, to be honest with you.
Matt, he's like, man, fuck that kid. If you were saying Hugh, I would have done this.
Well, try screaming Matthew that many times. It's fucking hard. Matt's way easier. Yeah, Matt's way easier to scream at. No homo. All right.
He's already gone deep. Now he's screaming Matthew.
Yeah, make sure you guys check that Going Deep. Kendra Lewis, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Terry Foster for
texting you.
Yeah. He bought me pizza yesterday. Shout out to Terry Foster for pizza yesterday.
I miss seeing Terry.
I just had to change the thumbnail. Put your mug on there.
Yay! Detroit radio legend or some guy who's had a show for 2 weeks?
Bro, the thumbnail's definitely going to be Sawyer in his glasses, though.
Yes.
That's facts.
The clout glasses.
But I got to let you guys get ready for Epicenter, man. I promised you guys pizza as well. Passing on the Terry Foster pizza from yesterday.
Yeah.
It's old. Cold.
It's old. Oh, so it's actually in the fridge. If you guys would like it, you can microwave it.
No, I appreciate you guys, man.
Old, man. No worries.
That's either mold or oregano. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It's either fermenting or that's like mozzarella cheese or something. But thank you to you guys. Thank everyone who hopped in the chat. I'm going to grab some food. I'm grabbing the exact same that Maz gave us, by the way. That shit was fire. You like, no homo, you like sausage on your pizza?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
I like some sausage on my pizza.
All right, bet. We out this motherfucker then.
Easy. Speak easy, baby.